spooky sounds. Oh, hi. So, I'm in a allegedly haunted mansion. Copyright Disney. Yada yada yada. So, yeah. So, apparently, we're doing this again. Never good. Oh, I do not want to look up how long it's been since the Eddie Murphy version, because 1, I'm lazy. 2, I don't want to think about how damn old I am already. Doom, we're all skeletons. Doom buggies. Yeah, that's another ride joke. Yeah, so Disney decided, hey, we tried this before. It worked for Pirates of the Caribbean, and then we drove that into the ground as hard as we can, or technically into the sea as hard as we could. And we did Jungle Cruise, and that was okay. It was fine. The Rock was in it. He was being The Rock, and had a bunch of weird musical choices that I did, like a weird dramatic cover of a couple of Metallica songs, which was weird. I think it was Metallica. I'd have to look. Again, lazy. Cat. Duh. So, we're trying again with the Haunted Mansion. Disney's other, arguably most popular ride, I'd say, of their classic ones. Like, I suppose they could do a ride based on, Splash Man. Nope. We could do a ride on, Walking Down Main Street, USA, I suppose. Like, we tried Tomorrowland, and that was a mistake. So yeah, Haunted Mansion. Let's do it again, shall we? So, this time the movie actually goes to the trouble of more or less adapting the actual park ride. Shocker! Oh no, surprise! They're actually basing this on the thing it's named in the title of. Yeah. The original, I don't hate the Eddie Murphy one, but it's very about as mid as you possibly could get. Like, it's Haunted Mansion, but beyond the fact that it takes place in a haunted house and has a couple of name drops and about 3 bits and scenes that are more or less from the ride, doesn't have that much to do with the Haunted Mansion. Like, it's mostly Eddie Murphy doing his 2000s era. I'm doing movies just for my kids at this point, and I'm going to burn off all my street cred in about, a 10-year span. It was in the middle of that. Or the end, I forget. Memory's bad. So, it's mostly just Eddie Murphy doing kid-safe shtick, which isn't horrible, but it's not good either. It's just kind of there, and then there's spooky things around him. Like, scary spiders and cobwebs, and occasionally a zombie, and there's like a romantic, the butler did it murder mystery plot going on. The butler did it. When there is a butler in your movie, they did it. I'm not even considering that a spoiler. Plus, the movie's like 15 years old or 20. Oh god, I'm a skeleton. Spooky. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that because this is a Haunted Mansion review, and I'm gonna make skeleton jokes the whole damn time. I could just be a skeleton for this whole review. Maybe later. Maybe if I make another I'm old joke. We'll see. Yeah, this one we're trying again, and much better results, I'd say. So, honestly, this thing reminds me a bit of Casper, which not the worst movie to look at and use as your basis for a kids movie, well, a family-friendly movie based around a haunted house. Like, Casper is actually a pretty good template to use. You got a family, this time a mother and her son, become entrapped by the Haunted Mansion. They bring in people to try to help them get untrapped by the Haunted Mansion. Your plot occurs. There's some dead family members. There's some very obvious plot contrivances and jokes here. Owen Wilson is in here being a sucky priest, which is kind of funny. Like, he's being Owen Wilson. It's fine. Our lead lady is Rosario Dawson, who, she's fine. She's one of those actors that turns up in a lot of things, but she doesn't really have a role that she's most known for, that's like her own thing. She's a working actress. She's good, though. She's fine. Got her brat. The kid's fine. Unexciting. Dresses very odd. Like, when I first saw the movie, when he first introduced him, I was like, is that kid like a tiny funeral director? He's like, and he's already he's like wearing a bow tie and a little suit. I'm like, did you just come from the funeral to this haunted mansion to live in? Whatever. Anyways, he's just weird. And then you have our lead guy who, continuing my wonderful, wonderful research of, I forgot the actor's name. He's a new guy, not seen him before. He does really good, actually. Like, he has a presence to him. He has some charm. He has some charisma. He's got a big old beard. He does pretty good. Like, when he needs to be dramatic, he's appropriately dramatic. When he needs to be doing the kind of like, I'm over this shit routine for his comedy side of things, he does fine. He does the good job as asked. Then you have Danny DeVito's here, being Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito's no longer bothering to play characters, he's just playing himself. But I like Danny DeVito, so that's fine. Same thing for Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson is just playing himself at this point. It's fine. When you get older, when your actors reach a certain point, they're like, they don't need to bother acting, they just need to play a caricature of themselves. Walken is doing this, Jack Nicholson was doing this before he got bored of being in movies entirely, so on and so forth. It's the routine. It's the way it should be, I suppose, at this point, or at least the way that happens all the time now. So, Haunted Mansion stuff happens. There's not a heavy plot here. This is a movie to where it's got a spooky house. There is stuff directly from the theme park ride. Quite a lot, actually. Like, we got the dune buggies. We got this room behind me is in a big action scene. You've got the creepy gargoyles. You got the knights in armor, and you've got the hotbox ghost, which for some reason they have elevated to the big bad status. I don't know why. Like, the Hatbox Ghost is... And here's something I think I do have correct. Like, Hatbox Ghost was originally not in the Haunted Mansion rides at all. He was concept art. He was an unfinished animatronic that never got put in the ride. And there were rumors and mysteries and shit, and eventually Disney just took it and went, oh, let's make that. It's already lore, might as well just add it to the freaking ride. And they did. It's in Disneyland right now. I think they're adding it to Florida as I speak. So, somehow an obscure, non-character, cult favorite hit character thing has risen to the height of big bad for your second attempt in a movie. Okay, then. And he's played by Jared Leto. Oh, that's always a great sign. Actually, he's fine. And pretty much unrecognizable under all the CGI. He's playing the Hatbox Ghost. He's a ghost man. He's creepy looking. Woo, scary. He's unrecognizable, and his voice has heavy modulation, so you can't even tell that's him. You will not realize that's Jared Leto, aside from the extremely light likeness of him on the CGI character. Like, not distractingly, just like, is that Jared Leto? Oh, it is Jared Leto. Oh, good for him. He's playing a skeleton man. Okay. So, this is a movie that's to where I think if there was a different cut, this could be actually really good. As is, it's decent. Like, this is pretty fine. It's okay. Like, if our baseline of the Eddie Murphy movie is like a 4 or a 5, this is an easy 6 or a 7. Honestly, could give it an 8 if you're a big fan of the theme park ride. Which I pretty much am. It's my favorite of the Disney rides at the actual parks. Like, it's my favorite of them. 5 or 2nd. Sorry, Space Mountain fanboys. Nope, I'm not big on roller coasters. I've ridden it. I don't like roller coasters, but I'm good. So I can say that I don't care for it. Ooh, spooky. I don't like a ride. So sing so a lot. So. Kaiser so say. It's a ride movie. It's not spectacular. It undercuts itself a lot. It does the really annoying thing to where you'll have a big dramatic moment immediately undercut by either a joke or a comedic element inserted into it that makes it goofy. That you're like, I'm supposed to feel sad, but you're making this part silly, and I'm like, huh? Question mark? Does that a couple of times, and it does hurt it, honestly. It's not as bad as that part from Thor Ragnarok, where, like, the place blows up, and the one guy's like, oh, you'll live on in spirit, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, no, it exploded. It's all gone. Bye-bye. And all the dramatic tension just out the movie. This isn't as bad, but it does similar annoying things. It's also a little long. I feel that if someone went into here with the scissors and chop, 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 you could whittle this down by about a good 5 to 10 minutes and be a much tighter movie. And chop out some of the dialogue bits that are distracting. I don't need to know that dead wife ate tater with fatty foods. The actress ain't huge. Like, all you're doing is make me go, oh, she was fat. She liked tater tots. While talking about her being dead and he's crying. I'm like, what? Don't do that, movie. You have dramatic things. Your actor is actually able to do dramatic thing. Don't distract from a dramatic thing. Let dramatic thing play out. Out. I can't get out of here. Cough. So, what it is an adaptation of the Haunted Mansion, and there's no Eddie Murphy this time, and that's pretty much a good thing. The new cast is fine. Oh yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis is in here. She don't do much, but she's fine. She's here. Does her thing. It's not great. Not bad. It's better than the last attempt. It is I'd say a pretty good choice for a Halloween spooky movie, especially if you're a Disney fan. You'll get some good amusement out of this, like, oh hey, it's that thing. Oh, it's that thing. Or, oh, there's some creepy skeleton ghosty men's. Little kids will probably be amused by it. It's not painful or anything. I said you could also wait till this gets on the Disney Plus in a month. Yeah, I don't know why this came out in the end of July. It's a Halloween movie. Like, it technically takes place at Halloween, no less, too. Seasonal movies. Put them out near the season. This would have been fine in September or October. I would have accepted the end of August, not the end of July. Plus, it's been buried by the Barbie and the power of the Kens. So it's going to get missed and forgot pretty quickly. And it's not bad. It's not something that I don't think it doesn't deserve to get forgotten. This is a better attempt than I thought it would be. Not great, but pretty decent. It's worth a trot. If you like the Disney ride, you'll probably enjoy this. If you like the last one, you'll also like this. You'll probably think it's better. I did. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can get my way out of here. I'm expecting a lightning crash up there in a couple of minutes. I might hear some screaming on the soundtrack. Oh, and the floor which will vibrate for about like a half second because the elevator has gone down the 1.5 feet where you walk out into the actual loading area. Anywho, spooky spookies. See y'all next time. Hoot-toos. Oh yeah, and the scariest thing of all, like and subscribe. Ooh, join my Patreon. Ooh, follow me on it for Affinity. Ink Bunny for the brave of heart. Twitter, as long as it still exists. That's another haunted dead thing. Ooh, spooky spooky. Bye.